Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be doing another character review and analysis for a prequel trilogy character, Boss Nass. A character who had a significant, relatively speaking, role in The Phantom Menace, and the role was diminished as the trilogy went on as he wasn't really necessary. He does appear at the end of Revenge of the Sith at the funeral for Padme Amidala, which I thought was a nice touch because of their history. So let's dive into it a bit. Boss Nass is the unquestioned leader of the Gungans in the underworld of Naboo, and he is introduced as kind of this almost mafia boss like character, and they have to approach him and ask for his help in order to get back to the surface and warn the Naboo people of the impending droid invasion. He clearly has a distrust or a disdain of the people of Naboo. He seems very prideful in his own culture in Autogunga and not really wanting to have the Gungans interacting and intermingling with the outsiders. But he does come around. I think that's the biggest part of his character is that he's not totally against coming together and helping. I think it just really takes that big universal threat to kind of push him in that direction. You can tell he has absolute disdain for Jar Jar, which tells you that he does hold the citizens of his society in very high standards. So he is a good ruler from that perspective. Um, I do think he comes across a little bit naive and not thinking that the Gungans would be threatened by the droid invasion, because obviously they would. But Boss Nass is who he is. He's stubborn. He's kind of that grizzled old leader that thinks he knows everything. So it is good to see him get humbled a little bit as the film goes on. I think he was really just introduced to kind of give a little bit more exposition on Jar Jar, with him being kind of outcast from the society of Gungans, but also to kind of show the coming together of the people of Naboo, where you have the citizens and Theed and the people that live above ground and live the normal life, where you have these aliens that are kind of relegated to living in the swamps underwater in their own city. And the fact that they are able to come together by the end of the film is pretty awesome. And you can tell Boss Nass grows a lot of respect for Queen Amidala because he sees that she does care about the people, and not just the people in the city, but the Gungans as well, and really the Naboo as a whole. And that's really cool. Um, like I said, the touch of him being at her funeral, walking alongside Jar Jar, is very heartbreaking when you consider that there was a time where she asked him for help and he came through for her, and the Gungans went into battle and really played a role in the protecting Theed from that droid invasion. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, Boss Nass doesn't have a whole lot of storylines or depth as a character. Again, they haven't really done much with him since the prequels. I think there is definitely room for more stories. Would love to see kind of what came of him after those stories happened, but until then, Boss Nass is going to sit at a 6.9 out of 10. I think he is meant to be comic relief. He's meant to be kind of just a relative background character, you could say, for the prequels, but one that does play a significant role in more of a symbolistic type of way. So yeah, 6.9 out of 10 for Boss Nass, and that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. As always, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on any of our content. May the Force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.